The conversation ended 3 hours ago, and you are still thinking about it. You remember how you said one little phrase, how the other person looked at you, why they answered shorter than usual, why you laughed at the wrong time, why you did not say it differently. And the most painful part is this. The other person probably forgot that conversation a long time ago, but your brain is still investigating it. Today we're going through the 5 levels of a person who gets anxious after every conversation. You'll see where normal, "I'm just overthinking" begins, where it turns into self-punishment, and by the end, you'll understand the uncomfortable reason why your brain keeps analyzing a conversation, even when it was actually pleasant. Level 1. Replaying the conversation. At the first level, the person simply replays the conversation in their head. They remember the words, the tone of voice, the pauses, the other person's facial expression. At first, it feels normal.
You think about it for a moment, and then you expect to move on. But then one sentence appears. Why did I say that? And that's it. The conversation starts again. Only this time, the other person is no longer there. You are talking to the version of them inside your head. You imagine how you should have answered, how you should have smiled, where you should have stayed quiet, where you should have been more interesting. And the longer you think about it, the worse it gets. Because your brain is not looking for the truth, it is looking for your mistake. Now we move to level 2. At the second level, the person starts reading between the lines, even when there is nothing there. Someone replies, "Okay," and you think, why was that so dry? Why only one word? They do not use an emoji, and you think, are they mad? They look away for a second, and you think, did I say something weird? You take ordinary details and turn them into evidence against yourself.
At the next level, the anxiety becomes more dangerous because now you are no longer only analyzing the conversation. You start changing your behavior so you never have to feel that shame again. Level 3, preparing for the next conversation. At the third level, the person starts rehearsing in advance what to say, how to say it, when to smile, how not to seem boring, how not to seem needy, how not to seem too quiet. You have not even met the person yet, and you are already tired from the conversation. Because for you, communication is no longer only communication, it has become a test. After every conversation, you check yourself. Was I normal? Did I say too much? Did I look strange? Do they probably think worse of me now? And this is where an anxious person gets trapped. They try to become the perfect person to talk to, but the harder they try, the less they feel like themselves.
At the fourth level, the person starts getting tired, not from people, but from what happens after people. The conversation itself may go fine. You can laugh, answer, keep the topic going. But then the second part begins. The review, the shame, the doubts, repeating every sentence. And the brain reaches a simple conclusion. If I feel this bad after talking to people, maybe I should talk to people less. The person starts texting first less often. They avoid meeting up. They take longer to reply. They choose being alone because at least when they are alone, they do not have to spend hours wondering, what did I do wrong? And next comes the hardest level. Because at this level, the person is no longer only afraid of conversations. They start to believe that something is truly wrong with them. Level 5, I am the problem. At the fifth level, anxiety after a conversation turns into a feeling about who you are. The person no longer thinks, I said a weird sentence. They think, I am weird. Not, that conversation was awkward. But, I am hard to talk to. Not, they were busy. But, I annoyed them. This is where anxiety becomes especially cruel. It takes one small moment and turns it into a judgment about your entire worth. But the truth may be much simpler. Sometimes people answer dryly because they are tired. They look away because they are thinking about something else. They go quiet because they do not know what to say. They do not text back right away because they are busy. Not every gesture from another person is an evaluation of you. Not every short reply means you ruined everything. And not every awkward moment deserves punishment inside your head. If you recognize yourself in this, try asking one question after a conversation.
Do I have proof that it went badly, or do I only have fear? This will not shut off the anxiety right away, but it can bring you closer to reality. Because anxiety loves to sound confident, but confidence does not always mean truth. The next time your brain starts breaking a conversation into pieces again, Try telling yourself,
I may have been awkward, and I can still be a normal person. You do not have to speak perfectly. You do not have to be liked by everyone. You do not have to put yourself on trial after every conversation. Sometimes a conversation can simply be a conversation, not proof that something is wrong with you. Write a number from 1 to 5 in the comment. Which level did you recognize yourself in the most? And if topics like this feel close to you, subscribe to Dark Psychology with Alexey. Here, we talk about the things people usually hide even from themselves.